What's up, Eagles? Welcome to our first episode of Eagle TV 2.0 Sports. On today's show, we have a look at the football team's go-to pregame meals, the volleyball team's favorite Halloween candy, an update on the start of season, an MLB postseason update, a look at what happened today in sports history, and finally, a college football recap. Don't go anywhere because Eagle TV 2.0 Sports is ready to work.
What's going on, SM? I'm your host, Jack Shoemaker.
And I'm your host, Tara Maney.
And welcome to our very first edition of Eagle TV 2.0 Sports. We're so excited to finally be sharing this show with you guys. We can't wait to dive in, but first, we have a couple of announcements.
Game 5 of the National League Division Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants is tonight at 6:07 p.m. The winner moves on to the championship series and the loser packs their bags.
In Eagle sporting news, our girls varsity tennis team has a home match against Rosary at 3:15. Make sure you go out to support the girls. The girls golf team has their last match against Mater Dei this afternoon at Willowick. They've had an incredible season, and best of luck to them in CIF.
Speaking of Mater Dei, Jack, what's this Friday?
I could be wrong, but I think the football team's playing? I don't know, but that's right. The Eagles have their 8th game of the season. And it's time. The Dogs are playing Mater Dei, the #1 team in the nation. The game starts at 7 p.m. at the Santa Ana Bowl.
Students, remember to bring your student ID to get into the game. You know, Jack, this is a pretty big game, and I want to know what the boys eat before they play such amazing teams.
Well, Tara, you're in luck. Molly, Carly, and I asked some of the boys what their go-to pre-game meal is. Take it away, guys.
Hey, I'm Molly, and I'm here with Shoes and Carlos, and today we're going to be asking football players what their favorite pregame meal is.
Hey guys, I'm here with left tackle Jelani. And Jelani, what's your favorite pregame meal?
Probably Caniac combo, Canes, extra sauce.
I'm here with linebacker Nick Johnson. Nick, what is your favorite pregame meal?
Probably chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice?
Yeah.
Awesome.
For sure.
Facts.
For sure.
All right, cool.
I'm here with wide receiver Jalen Jones and defensive end Ryan Zolnick. So what's the pregame meal?
I'd say some chicken and some potatoes.
Gotta go with the Wendy's 4-for-4.
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, I'm here with defensive end Jaden. So Jaden, what's your go-to pregame meal?
McDonald's Happy Meal.
That's a good one. What's your favorite toy that you get in your Happy Meal?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm here with cornerback Donovan C. Camestro. Mr. C. Camestro, what is your pregame meal?
My favorite pregame meal is pasta with chicken and also steak.
Yummy, that's amore.
Wow, I love every single one of those meals, and I see why our Eagles football team is always ready for games like this one. Speaking of food we love, since Halloween is coming up, what is your favorite Halloween candy, Jack?
Oh, all right, this could be a bit of a hot take, but I'm gonna have to go with Skittles.
Really? Me as well. I heard you and Austin asked the girls volleyball team what their favorite Halloween candy was. Let's watch.
What's up, SM? It's Shoes and Kluski, and we're going to ask some volleyball players what their favorite Halloween candy is. All right, I'm here with
Dylan.
Dylan, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Tootsie Rolls.
Cool.
All right, I'm here with.
Grace.
So, Grace, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Definitely Twix.
Really? That's a great one.
All right, I'm here with.
Grace.
Sophia.
All right, guys, what is your favorite Halloween candy?
I think my favorite Halloween candy is Sour Patch.
Watermelon or regular?
Regular.
Favorite flavor?
Blue.
Awesome. Grace, you?
Twix.
Left or right?
Left.
That's controversial. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you to the volleyball team.
Real talk.
Check them out for the rest of the season. And Kluski, what do you got?
I'm rocking with Kit Kats. Kit Kats are tough.
Back to the host in the studio.
Great answers, girls. I had a blast chatting with all of you, and I already can't wait for next season.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Me too, Tara. I'm really hungry, and I just cannot wait.
Although their season is wrapping up, Carly and Molly are here to tell us about some sports that just kicked off their season. Girls, the floor is yours.
What's up, Eagles? I'm your sports reporter, Carly McMurray.
And I'm Molly Jacobson. Today we're going to get you guys caught up on the news of the NBA and NHL season starting.
The NBA season is back on October 19th. The Milwaukee Bucks look to defend their title on the shoulders of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The Lakers emerge as a contender to the throne, looking to reclaim their title and not be seen as bubble frauds.
With the addition of star point guard Russell Westbrook, the Lakers now have a certified Big Three with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the aforementioned Westbrook.
The Brooklyn Nets are also a favorite to win the title this year after their disappointing loss in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Bucks last year. If they all stay healthy, the Big Three of Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant will be a force to be reckoned with.
The NHL season kicked off Tuesday night. First, the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning, were taken down 3-1 by the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Then the Seattle Kraken played their inaugural game of their franchise's history against the second newest team in the league, the Vegas Golden Knights.
The Kraken fought back from being down 3-0, but made it interesting, but ultimately fell to the Knights 4-3.
It is certainly going to be a great year in the NHL and NBA.
It sure is. I can't wait to see what will happen. Now back to Jack and Tara.
Wow, thank you for that information. That really caught me up.
Molly, I do need to ask you, you have the Lakers jersey on. What do you think the prediction for the year is?
I think there's a lot of wins coming up soon.
That's a hot take. Man, I'm excited for the NBA and NHL and all, but the MLB postseason, I believe, is an especially important season going on right now. Tara, do you have a team that you're rooting for?
I can confidently say that I'm rooting for the Dodgers. And I heard that Luke is here to give us an update regarding the baseball playoffs. Let's hear it, Luke.
What's going on, SM? My name's Luke Carter, and I'm here to update you guys on the Fall Classic, the MLB postseason. In the divisional series, things went a little different than most people expected. First, the Red Sox and the Rays had a matchup, and a lot of people expected the Rays to win. They won dominantly in Game 1, but the Red Sox fought back with a 13th inning walk-off in Game 3 from Christian Vasquez, and in Game 4, to secure the series and move on, Kike Hernandez hit a walk-off sac fly to send the Red Sox to the ALCS. The team the Red Sox will be playing in the ALCS is an unfortunate one. The Houston Astros sadly looked amazing once again and cruised through their series with the White Sox winning in 4 games. In the National League, a team that a lot of people counted out near the All-Star break was the Atlanta Braves after their star player Ronald Acuna Jr. went down with an injury. Since the injury, the Braves happened to get better, and they were dominant against the Brewers' dominant pitching staff, and they won in 4 games and will be in the NLCS. The Dodgers and Giants' first postseason matchup has not disappointed. It's crazy these two teams have been rivals for so long yet never played in the playoffs. It's been a back-and-forth series, both teams winning 1 game at home and 1 game on the road.
The deciding Game 5 will take place tonight at Oracle Park in San Francisco. It'll be Julio Urias on the mound for the Dodgers and Logan Webb for the Giants. I expect a lot of energy and a good close game to see who will advance and go play the Braves.
The rest of the postseason is shaping out to be a good one. I can't wait to see who ends up in the World Series. Jack and Tara, take it back to you guys.
Luke, thank you for the great update, my man. Tara, I'm disappointed to hear that you're a Dodgers fan, but as a Detroit Tigers fan myself, there's nothing better watching Kirk Gibson hit the home run in Game 1 of the '88 series.
You are right. But I love learning about more baseball and would love to learn more about the history of it as well. History is my favorite subject, and I've been curious about what is going on today in not just history, but sports history.
Well, Tara, once again, you're in luck. Miranda Riley is going to tell us what happened today in sports history.
On this day in history in 1905, the New York Giants beat Philadelphia A's 2-0 in Game 5 at the Polo Grounds to win the very first league-sanctioned World Series. 1 year later, in 1906, at another baseball World Series game, the White Sox took on the Cubs and won 8-3 at Southside Park to win the title. Now, 2 years later, at the 1908 Baseball World Series game, the Chicago Cubs retained their title as they beat the Detroit Lions 2-0. Fun fact, this game was the smallest crowd in World Series history with an underwhelming 6,210 fans present. Lastly, 1 year later at the 1909 Baseball World Series game, the Pirates beat the Tigers 5-4, this being the first ever full 7-game World Series. This has been the very first episode of Today in Sports History.
Thank you, Miranda. I knew I was going to love hearing about sports history, and it is cool to know that all of that happened around this time so long ago. One thing that I know that happened today was that 32 years ago, Texas A&M running back Johnny Bailey set the NCAA record for rushing yards at 6,085.
Jack, I don't know if you heard, but that's not the only good thing the Aggies did in college football. Let's send it to Austin for a college football update.
What's going on, SM? I'm Austin McCarty, and I'm here with your college football recap for Week 6. We're going to start off by going down to Texas in the Cotton Bowl with number 6 Oklahoma playing number 21 Texas. This game would be an absolute shock, with Texas getting out to a 28-7 lead in the first half. This would lead to Oklahoma's Heisman candidate, Spencer Rattler, being benched for the true freshman, Caleb Williams, who would end up throwing for 212 yards and 2 touchdowns. Texas, however, would not be without their own offensive stars. Wide receiver Xavier Worthy would have 261 yards on 9 receptions and 2 touchdowns. This would be a huge comeback for Oklahoma, setting up a game-winning touchdown in the closing seconds by Kennedy Brooks. This game would result in a 55-48 win for Oklahoma. Now we're going to go over to Mississippi, where we'll have number 13 Arkansas playing Ole Miss at number 17 in the country. Both teams are coming off losses to number 1 and number 2 Alabama and Georgia in the previous week. Arkansas's offensive stars would be KJ Jefferson, who would have 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And their running back, Raheem Sanders, who would have 139 yards and on 17 carries. Ole Miss's offensive stars would be the QB, Matt Corral, who would have 287 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. But the true star of the Ole Miss offense would be that of the running back, Snoop Connor, who just ran young, wild, and free all over the Arkansas defense, giving him 3 touchdowns. The Arkansas defense just had to simply drop him like he's hot. This would be an Ole Miss win, 52-51, after a missed Arkansas 2-point conversion that would win them the game at the very end of the fourth quarter. Now, we're going to go over to Texas, where number 1 Alabama played unranked Texas A&M. Alabama's Bryce Young threw for 369 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Texas A&M's Zach Calzada threw for 285 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Alabama allowed 41 points to the unranked Texas A&M when the previous week they shut down one of the most potent offenses in college football of Ole Miss. This is possibly the biggest upset in college football in the last 20 years, where Texas A&M would beat Alabama 41-38. This has been your college football recap for Week 6. I'm Austin McCarty, and back to the hosts.
Thank you for the update, Austin. I'm now up to date with college football, and I'm so excited to see how the rest of the teams play.
Well, Eagles, that about wraps it up for our first official show. Special thank you to Mr. Higgins, Mr. Kelly, and Miss Komet, and the rest of our crew for making this all possible.
I know I have had the time of my life and have enjoyed every single moment of this first show. Stay tuned for our next episode of Eagle TV 2.0 Sports. We cannot wait to show you what we have in store for this year. But until next time, I'm your host, Tara Maney.
And I am Jack Shoemaker.
Stay sporty, Eagles.